Why are you wearing my daughter's name?
Because your daughter is alive, and someone here wants her dead.
You hid her for 3 years.
No. I kept her alive while your own family hunted us both.
The child should have died in that fire. Thank you. The whole city just heard your confession live.
At 10:17 on a bright Tuesday morning, Kang Tae-jun opened the locked nursery in his Chicago mansion and found the new maid on her knees. Nia Brooks was crying beside an empty crib. One hand covered her mouth. The other held a silver locket against her cream uniform. When she heard the door, she stood quickly, but the chain caught the sunlight.
Tae-jun stopped smiling.
Engraved on the locket was the name he had buried 3 years earlier. Hana Kang, his baby daughter. Why are you wearing my daughter's name?
Tae-jun asked.
Nia's tears vanished behind a hard, careful stare. Because your daughter is alive, and someone here wants her dead. Before he could move, Park Dae-sung, Tae-jun's cousin and most trusted advisor, entered with 2 guards. He looked at the necklace, then at Nia. She stole it, Dae-sung said. That locket disappeared after the hospital fire. Nia stepped away from the guards. Ask him why Hana's death certificate was signed 11 minutes before the fire began. And for the first time in 3 years, the most feared Korean Mafia boss in Chicago looked afraid. If you believe truth can survive even the most powerful lie, subscribe to Empire City Romance Stories, like this video, and comment where you are watching from. Stay close because one small detail changes everything. Downstairs, reporters were waiting for Tae-jun's announcement that his organization was becoming a legal security company. Upstairs, his staff watched from the hallway as Dae-sung ordered the maid searched. It was the kind of public shame Nia had survived before. She lifted her chin and placed the locket on the table herself. No one touches me, she said. And no one gets Hana's location until I know which man tried to kill her. Tae-jun closed the nursery door on the crowd. My daughter died at St. Catherine's Hospital. That is what he paid the city to record. Nia pointed at Dae-sung.
Dae-sung lau ghét xốc tì.
She was a nurse there. She vanished with a newborn and became a wanted kidnapper. I hired her because I wanted to catch her near you. That was the first blow. Nia had not entered the mansion unnoticed. Dae-sung had brought her there. Tae-jun turned on her. You came into my home under a false name. I used my mother's last name because every letter I sent you disappeared. She drew a folded page from inside her shoe. This one came back with your signature. Tae-jun read the cruel reply. It called Nia a liar and threatened her with death if she mentioned Hana again. His face hardened. I never wrote this. I know, Nia said. Your wife taught me your real signature while she was dying. The room went still. 3 years earlier, Nia had been the NICU nurse assigned to Hana. The baby had been born early, only hours before her mother, Soo-min, died from complications. During the emergency evacuation, smoke filled the ward. Someone switched Hana's wristband with that of a baby who had not survived. Nia saw Dae-sung leaving the records room. Then she heard him tell a guard, "The Kang air does not leave this floor." She wrapped Hana beneath her own coat and ran through the service stairwell. By sunset, the news called her a kidnapper. Her apartment had been searched. Her younger brother had been threatened. So she disappeared and raised Hana under the name Hope. You hid her for 3 years, Tae-jun said. No. I kept her alive while your own family hunted us both. Dae-sung reached for the locket, but Nia caught his wrist. You still flinch when you see the burn on it. There was a black mark along the silver edge. Tae-jun remembered buying the locket for Soo-min. She had worn it on the morning Hana was born. Dae-sung pulled free. This woman is building a fairy tale from your grief.
Nia looked at Tae-jun.
Then ask him about the music box. If you want Tae-jun to open the one place his enemy fears, subscribe, like this video, and comment where you are watching from. Do not leave now. The next voice was never supposed to be heard. The white music box still sat above the crib. Tae-jun had tried to open it after the funeral, but its key was missing. Nia lifted the locket. Its narrow silver stem slipped perfectly into the lock. Music played for 2 seconds. Then Soo-min's weak voice filled the nursery. Tae-jun, if you hear this, trust Nurse Nia Brooks. Dae-sung knows the family trust changes if Hana lives. He has already threatened us. Nia promised to protect our baby. Please protect them both. The recording ended with Soo-min whispering the phrase she used whenever fear took her breath. Breathe twice, then be brave.
Tae-jun stert at Dae-sung.
But his cousin had already backed toward the door. A dying woman can be confused, Dae-sung said. A guilty man always calls the dead confused, Nia answered. For the first time, the power in the room belonged to her. Tae-jun ordered every guard loyal to Dae-sung removed from the estate. Then he asked Nia to take him to Hana. She refused. You command men through fear, she said. Hana hides when a door closes too loudly. She does not need a feared man. She needs a safe one. Tae-jun placed his gun, phone, and car keys on the crib. Tell me how to become safe. Nia had expected rage. His obedience frightened her more. She gave him 3 conditions.
No armed convoy.
No tracking her. No taking Hana from the only home she remembered. He agreed to all 3, then signed the promises beneath Soo-min's recording date. Nia finally opened a small photograph hidden behind the locket's lining. A bright-eyed little girl sat beneath a kitchen window, holding a paper crown. Around her neck was the matching half of the chain. Tae-jun touched the picture without taking it. What does she know about me? She knows her father loved her before he was taught to mourn her. His eyes filled. Does she call you Mom? Nia swallowed. Only when she is scared. If you can feel how much one answer could cost this child, subscribe, like this video, and comment where you are watching from. Stay with them. The greatest betrayal is about to step into daylight. At noon, Nia led Tae-jun toward the glass atrium, where a secure video call with Hana was waiting. Before the screen connected, every television in the mansion switched on. Dae-sung appeared beside Nia's old wanted photograph. He announced that Tae-jun had been manipulated by a fugitive maid. Outside, reporters began shouting. Police vehicles entered the gates. Then Nia received a message on the estate tablet. Bring the child to the atrium or the black maid goes to prison forever. Tae-jun read it and did something that shattered the trust he had just earned. He placed silver handcuffs around Nia's wrists and marched her before the cameras. Dae-sung entered through the opposite doors, smiling. You finally remembered who your family is. Nia looked at Tae-jun as if he had killed something inside her. He leaned close and whispered, breathe twice. She felt the loose cuff against her skin. Then she understood. Tae-jun faced the cameras. Dae-sung says this woman stole my child. I say he murdered her identity. Let him tell the city which story is true. Dae-sung's smile disappeared. Turn off the broadcast. It is not my broadcast, Tae-jun said. The small locket on Nia's chest flashed once. The music box had not only held Soo-min's recording, it had activated the locket's emergency transmitter, designed by Tae-jun years earlier for his wife. Every word in the atrium was streaming to the reporters outside and to federal investigators. Dae-sung lunged for Nia. She slipped free of the open cuff, turned his arm, and brought him to his knees. The child should have died in that fire, he shouted. Tae-jun looked straight into the nearest camera. Thank you. The whole city just heard your confession live. But Dae-sung laughed. A sentence is not proof. Nia opened the locket and removed the photograph. Beneath it were 4 tiny numbers scratched by Soo-min. 1017. Tae-jun entered them into the music box. A hidden hospital video appeared on every screen. It showed Dae-sung switching Hana's bracelet. It showed him locking the records room. And it showed Soo-min, weak but conscious, slipping the locket to Nia before the smoke reached the ward. Then came the nuclear truth. Dae-sung had not acted only for control of the family trust. The recording captured him admitting that he caused Soo-min's fatal medical delay because she had discovered he was using Tae-jun's organization to traffic stolen weapons. He had destroyed a mother, erased a baby, and framed the woman who saved her. The police lowered their weapons from Nia and placed Dae-sung in custody. In front of the same cameras that had displayed her as a kidnapper, Tae-jun removed the loose cuffs and bowed deeply to her. You protected my daughter when my name could not, he said. I will spend the rest of my life making sure my name never endangers either of you again. Nia did not forgive him there. She simply answered, then start with the truth. That afternoon, Tae-jun gave investigators every file connected to his criminal organization. He surrendered his weapons, dissolved the crew that had ruled through fear, and placed his legal companies into independent hands. The choice cost him power, money, and the loyalty of men who had once called him untouchable. It also made him free. 2 weeks later, in a bright botanical garden closed for privacy, Tae-jun met Hana. The little girl stayed behind Nia's coat. Tae-jun knelt several feet away and placed the repaired music box between them. "You do not have to call me Appa," he said. "You do not have to come closer. I only wanted you to see that I kept my promise to become safe." Hana studied him, then touched the matching half of her necklace. "Miss Nia says brave people can still be scared. She is right." Hana took 2 breaths. Then she walked to him. Tae-jun did not grab her. He waited until she placed her small hand in his. Nia turned away, but he saw her tears. For 6 months he asked for nothing. He attended counseling. He answered every question Hana asked. He learned bedtime songs, school pickup, and how to knock softly. He never used money to hurry Nia's trust. One spring morning, Hana ran ahead through the same garden while Tae-jun and Nia walked behind her. "I loved you when you stood between me and every lie I wanted to believe," he told Nia. "But I will not ask you to rescue me." Nia took his hand. "Good. I am tired of rescuing Kang heirs." He laughed and she finally kissed him. The locket rested between them, no longer a warning, but a promise that love is not proved by possession. It is proved by becoming safe enough to be trusted. Would you have trusted Tae-jun after the handcuffs? Subscribe to Empire City romance stories like this story, turn on notifications, and comment where you are watching from. Remember, breathe twice, then be brave.